reggaeanddancehall.com. You know, the station where music never ends. Stay tuned. Let's go! And feel the vibes.
I said Tony Anthony, I play the latest and best in reggae music, so keep it locked right here. Style it up!
Yo, tune in, lock on to ReggaeNorthRadio.com, Canada's hottest reggae and dancehall station. For real, Kashif Lina said that. Go so, every time. Bless.
This is Sound of Jamie. I said the only radio station you will ever need. Reggae and Art Radio.
Tasha representing for Reggae North Radio. Any weapon that form against Reggae North must fall. A bulldozer we use for all 10-foot walls. So jump it upon them now, man.
DJ on this side of the hemisphere. DJ Tony Anthony.
Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
DJ on this side of the hemisphere. DJ Tony Anthony.
Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are around the world, locked into Reggae and Radio. Coming to you live from Brampton, Ontario, Canada, we're there. Welcome to another episode of Solutions. 2 hours of reggae and dancehall music out of Canada. And the world is locked in, man, I tell ya. I said the world is locked in. Good evening to all the massive on the Flavor Radio in Atlanta. Welcome to the fire. Island Gold Radio in South Florida is locked and loaded and ready to go. Captain Kirk and the massive, big up on himself. Fish Cash in the blend over there in New Jersey. Rupee T and the family ready to go, me I tell ya. Half Jam Radio over there in North Carolina. Good evening, Lady Diana and the massive. Welcome to the fire. Hey. Silk Radio in the UK, lock and load. All the massive in the UK, locking and Silk Radio. Welcome to the Energy. Energy Radio 1 in New York City. Joining us at 8 o'clock. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night. Are you ready to go for this evening show? At around 8 o'clock, Spex the boss is going to join us. We're going to talk about Reggae Month. We're going to talk about Canada Reggae and Dancehall artists. We're going to talk about everything Canadian Reggae and Dancehall wise, alright? So pick up the phone and call somebody, text somebody, WhatsApp somebody, tell him Tony Anthony's on. Tell him it's about solutions. Christine Avis and Pat and Nona over there in Trinidad, like a lot, loving the vibe and the energy, me I tell ya. Good evening, Norma Jean. Sky Star on the Massive in Edmonton, big up on yourself every time. Vancouver is locked in as well. I see Montreal. Mrs. Saga, hello. Brampton, Wagwan. Scarborough. All the massive that Durham, big up on yourself every time, see? Toronto people. Ready for the show. We're ready to go.
Style! Yo, this is Sound of Jamie. I said the only radio station you will ever need. Reggae North Radio.
I'm going down to Montreal. His name is Ross Lee.
Hey.
And the man said, who killed the lion? So we kick out the vibes this way, okay?
They say I can't have to kiss life. Lie them a tell, I man don't believe it's true. But it leave from his lower to his brain, and suddenly his life is gone away. Who killed the lion? The lion Bob Marley. Tell me now, who killed the lion? 'Cause Wesley would like to know now. Who killed the lion? The lion Bob Marley. Tell me who killed the lion? Hey, hey, hey. Yeah now. Is it because he said no woman no cry? Or is it because he talks about breakfast? Hey. Is it because he said that you're not dead? Or is it because he wouldn't work for CIA? Who killed the lion? The lion Bob Marley. Tell me now, who killed the lion? 'Cause I man would like to know now. Who killed the lion? The lion Bob Marley. Tell me who killed the lion? Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh now, yeah. I'm gonna steer it up until I find the truth. Let us steer it up right now. I've got to find the truth. I'm gonna steer it up, yeah, until I find the truth. Come, let's steer it up right now, yeah, yeah. Who killed him? Rastafari, I've got to know. Who killed him? Who killed him? You know I'm asking you. Who killed him? Yes, Rastaman will have to know. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Hey. Who killed the lion? I've got to find the truth.
The voice of Ross Lee
Lion,
from out of Montreal. Who killed the lion?
sing you, yeah.
Jackson Abange over there in Tanzania. Like a load, I'm loving the Canada vibe. Big up yourself, Jackson Abange.
Who killed the lion? Yeah.
Over there in Tanzania. Big up yourself, Jackson.
This. Speak the truth, cause it what it will. He you hide the wrong, he does will do the wrong thing still. Speak the
Hey
truth.
family, it's the Gem Press, and you're listening to Tony Anthony. Don't change that dial.
This is Member Syndicate on a Monday evening. Track called The Way I Feel About You. Welcome to the fire. Here we go.
Way I feel about you, girl, you know that it's true. Let the people say, look what love can do. And when I speak about you, even if they don't know you, they say what I love so true. The way I feel about you, girl, you know that it's true. The people say, look what love can do. And when I speak about you, even if they don't know you, they say what I love so true. So Empress, you wear the crown, you're the talk of the town. No, I will never disrespect your flex. I will be back there for you, but the love on solid ground. That's where we can be found. I love you your touch. Trip to the West Indies, oh lady, you and me, we can show them what this life is made of. Where I feel about you, girl, you know that it's true. The people say look what love can do, and when I speak about you, even if they don't know you, they say what I love brand new. All trying, see they all lying, but they can't take the love that we share. All trying, see they all lying, no they can't take the love that we share. Cause we been together from we were so young. I was your man and you were my woman. The thought is just now, but it's from day one. They could never break our meditation. Yeah, we are together, girl, we've grown so big. Ooh, through the wrongs, you know that I forgive. Surely protect you all the life you live. What a blessing's positive. Where I feel about you, girl, you know that it's true. The people say look what love can do, and when I speak about you, even if they don't know you, they say what I love so true. The way I feel about you, girl, you know that it's true. Let the people say look what love can do. The way I speak about you, even if they don't know you, they say what I love so true.
From out of Toronto, the sound of members indicate the way I feel about you. Good evening, Errol Bean over there in Jamaica. Lock up. One more to be exact. Wagwan, Bridging. Welcome to the fire. It's all about solutions. Canada Reggae and Dancehall music to the world. Members syndicate to the background. One call. The way I feel about you. From the album called Set Them Free.
So baby girl, I will be around. I'll never hold you down. No, I will never disrespect the flex. I will be right there for you with the love on solid ground. That's where we can be found. I love you more than words can say. Ooh, girl, you really make my day. Girl, you know it's true. Yes, lady, me and you. Take my chances with your love, your tender kisses and your touch. Trip to the West Indies, oh lady, you and me, we can show them what this life is made of. Where I feel about you, girl, you know that it's true. People say look what love can do, and when I speak about you,
this is Sound G. I said Tony Anthony. I play the latest and best in reggae music, so keep it locked right here. Style it up.
From the album Set Them Free. Members syndicate that was spent on a Monday evening. Toronto, feel ya. Mississauga, you there. Big up yourself.
Open your eyes, my people. You feel wise, my people. To find them a type of evil. Oh, Lord. Oh, yes. Chains around me. Chains around me. Only Jaja alone can set us free. Chains around me. Oh, yes. Chains around me. The system designed to keep us poor and in poverty. We're still living in our bondage, even though they say you're free. Walking on the streets is like you're still in captivity. Babylon release the chain, and still I use them brain. 400 years of slavery, and still I play my game. Yeah, we see. Marcus says self-reliance, and stop work for the institution, yeah. But if we plan to depend, it's gonna hold us captive of our own selves. Chains around me, chains around me, yeah. Only Jaja alone can set us free. Oh yes. Chains around me, chains around me, yeah. The system designed to keep us poor and in poverty.
Cause if them find Jaja love, that's when lightning flash. The heathen a feel when the 2-7s crash. Chains around I and I, but they all shall match. Teachings of the Most High and everyone shall watch. And I know the children shall see the black liberation for high liberty. These are the last days of bad humanity. So free up the chains with no captivity. Sing a tell.
Chains around me, chains around me. Only Jaja alone can set us free. Chains around me,
Good God.
chains around me. The system designed to keep us poor and in
Big shout out to the man called Maverick Brown. Man called Rascal. All the men, the members Syndicate family. Think up on yourself. Change Around Me featuring a man called Zamunda. From the album Set Them Free. Come out of Toronto member Syndicate. You're locked into Reggae on Radio.
Chains around me. Oh yes. Chains around me.
Hey, Reggae not I wanna touch a chosen yeah. Reggae music, reggae not playing. Reggae not I wanna touch a chosen yeah. In his hardest time we never don't know no. Reggae not I wanna touch a chosen. No, 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 no.
I know I in the place, man, I tell ya. Blazing it on a Monday evening. Solution we say.
Junior Phil, from them side me them know say me a rebel. Hey, wicked all them get uncomfortable. Hey, like the fire and burn out the devil. Tell them turn up the bass and the treble. Hey, like the fire make we blaze them to ash. Can't cool, can't stop. Watch the wicked man them a burn. Don't tell them say slavery no stop. Look out for them shop. Youths them a live what them learn. Like the fire make we blaze them to ash. Can't cool, can't stop. Watch the wicked man them a burn. Don't tell them say slavery no stop. Look out for them shop. Youths them a live what them learn. Them free us from the shackles and chains, but we still living under mental slavery, yeah. Violence and spreading our nation, you know see how we use them bloodthirsty Lord. It's like the big guys that lost them mind, them sell us out to 2030, whoa. Most time we call on you for your guidance and protection, and you mercy. Like the fire make we blaze them to ash. Can't cool, can't stop. Watch your wicked man, them a burn. Don't tell them say slavery no stop. Look out for them shop. Youths them a live what them learn. Like the fire make we blaze them to ash. Can't cool, can't stop. Watch your wicked man, them a burn. Don't tell them say slavery no stop. Look out for them shop. Youths them a live what them learn. See them a run but them can't hide. Judgment at a fire, wicked heart them a capsize. Them not hear the Trinity, them too hype. Remind them who shine the moon and the sun in all the daylight. Nothing in the world and lose their soul for silver and gold, oh Lord. And when the truth unfold, we laugh of the story of never. Hey, like the fire make we blaze them to ash. Can't cool, can't stop. Watch you wicked man, them a burn. Don't tell them say slavery no stop. Look out for them shop. Youths them a live what them learn. Like the fire make we blaze them to ash. Can't cool, can't stop. Watch you wicked man, them a burn. Don't tell them say slavery no stop. Look out for them shop. Youths them a live what them learn. Hey, Missy Babylon and make them attack. Them one hold the world mentally chop.
The voice of I know her.
Them of all the youth.
Jack God blaze it.
Fire we upon them.
Number 3 on the Canadian Top 20 chart this week.
Hey, Missy Babylon and
I know it, one called Blaze It.
Them one hold the world.
It's a beautiful Monday evening right here. Sitting at Brampton, me tell you. Feeling good in the studio playing I know, me tell you. I go on, people. Good morning, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are.
Don't tell them say slave.
We play for them in London town and still create a lock and load, loving the vibe. Remember at 8 p.m. we got a man called Spex, the boss, passing through. We're gonna have a nice conversation this evening. Reggae man coming in 2027. So pick up a phone and call somebody, text somebody, WhatsApp somebody, tell them Tony Anthony's on, and Spex of the boss is passing through later on. Double spin for the man called I Know. Track called Pressure is High. Produced by John I Records. If you're just tuning in, you're locked in the Solutions, where we play Canada Reggae and Dancehall for the world.
To all the pressure is high, ain't I know my feet forget some wings and fly away. To all the youth of my die, sometimes I hear the news and I can't even cry, no. To all the pressure is high, ain't I know my feet forget some wings and fly away. To all the youth of my die, sometimes I hear the news and I can't even cry, no. Sufferation everywhere me turn. So what happened to the place where the youths them go to learn? Violence at school, all the youths them go learn. Nobody no show concern. So what happened to the youths? They hustle on the roadside. Rain a fall, but them still up on the outside. Hungry till it all a show up on the outside. But we still a work hard to survive. To all the pressure is high. Right now me feel forget some wings and fly away. To all the youths them a die. Sometimes I hear the news, I'm a kind of better we are seek. Them no know the struggles where we facing on the street, yeah. Pocket empty, no food, the house a leak. The only thing that keep me calm and the rhythm where I beat. But my thing no far road, and nothing no come easy. Me tell you say tough road. The thugs gun them overload, and if you talk too hard, them will send you overboard. To all the pressure is high, right now my feel forget some wings and fly away. To all the youth I'm a die, sometimes I hear the news and me can't even cry now. To all the pressure is high, right now my feel forget some wings and fly away. To all the youth I'm a die, sometimes I hear the news and me can't even cry now. The youth them a suffer, oh Lord, 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 Lord. The nation a suffer, oh Lord, 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 Lord. Only the poor and the gutter, the nation needs to rescue. Most time Jah can help us, Lord. To all the pressure is high, right now me feel
The voice of I Know.
fly away.
Brand new track called Pressure is High.
Sometimes I hear the news.
Produced by John I Records, Major Banks and the crew.
To all the pressure is high,
If you're just tuning in, welcome to Solutions.
some wings and fly.
My name is Tony Anthony, coming to you live from Brampton, Ontario.
Sometimes I hear the news and me can't.
It's all about reggae and dancehall music out of Canada for the next 2 hours. Well, the next hour and a half.
Oh Lord, oh
If
Lord.
you're just tuning in, welcome, welcome, welcome.
The youth them a suffer, oh Lord, 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 Lord. The nation a suffer, oh Lord, Lord, Lord.
Some nights entertain, others become history. This September, in a community arts partnership, Reggae North Cultural Association and the Rose Brampton proudly present the 3rd annual Reggae North Music Awards, the night the stars align. Welcoming, live from Jamaica, special guest Dwayne Stevenson, alongside an exceptional lineup of Canada's reggae and dancehall stars. Tony Anthony, Zacchaeus Cooper, Selena, Jasmine Headley, Tugstar, Paris Ivy, Sony G, and Onique, all backed by the powerful hardcore band. Tickets are on sale now. Get yours at bramptononstage.ca, the Rose Brampton box office, or by phone at 905-874-2800. Don't just hear about it. Experience it live. The night the stars align.
That's right. Get your tickets for the Reggae North Music Awards happening September 27th at the Rose Theatre in Brampton. BramptonOnStage.ca is where you can get the ticket online, or you drop by the Rose Theatre in Brampton anytime you feel like and go to the box office and get your tickets, or call 647-608-5871. If you're just tuning in, you're locked into Reggae North Radio. My name is Tony Anthony. We got Spex at the Bass passing through at 8 o'clock. We're going to have a nice conversation with the general in Canada, man. I tell you. Yeah, man, people. Welcome, welcome, man. I'm telling you, I'm feeling good this evening because you know what? All day I've been working because, the Reggae North Music Award is coming up and it's taking up a lot of my time, but we got to do what we got to do. Dwayne Stevenson will be there. I'll be performing for the first time at the Reggae North Music Awards. A lot of people are excited about that because they want to see me up on stage. They don't want to see me walk up and don't let me chop off. Welcome to the fire. Welcome to the energy. You're locked into Reggae North Radio.
Style! Yo, this is Sound of Jamie. I said the only radio station you will ever need. Reggae North Radio.
From out of Hamilton, Ontario, her name is Selena. Track called Feels Like a Movie. Stayed at number 1 2 weeks in a row on the Canadian Top 20 chart a few months ago.
When me open up me eyes in the morning, I fi pray. Thank you, Father God, I beg you lead me through the day. Them flip the script and we don't know what character fi play. A roaring lion pan the loose sound like we a prey. The same thing we connect, we are the weapon in we hand. We tweeting round the clock, tick tock is timing pan the gram. The language them must speak and bring confusion pan the land. Delusional them say, but I believe in a you plan. Grabbing a pot, they just a fight and attack. Bring a twist to the plot, cause the truth is a lock. And as a matter of fact, what them a try fi attract down. Look like them forgetting now who control. I be bridging the gap, all of this it is a lot. Every load and we back, oh what a life in a shock. All the lights and figure, them better start from the top down. Direct a cut a figure show. This feel like a movie. It feel like a movie. The comedy and a thrill into action. Like a movie. None of this no real, not at all. It feel like a movie. The comedy and a thrill into action. Look like we all and do no dialogue or monologue. Not even sure if we do it, we have people and improv. Even to Caesar what is due, can't give away we no have. We ought not do what it we do, can't plug kitchen we fall. The people them a perish, fall and lead without vision. Can't strike the rock or Gibraltar, no riding at the man. No sense of clear direction, they feel fi overstand. The future look away if them no have a better plan. It feel like a movie. This cannot be real, not at all. It feel like a movie. The comedy and a thrill into action. Like a movie. None of this no real, not at all. It feel like a movie. The comedy and a thrill into action. Bam bam bam, bedam bam, beda de bam bam bam, bedam bam be. Drop everything where you want to come over here and help I sing this song. Yeah. Bam bam bam, bedam bam, beda de bam bam bam, bedam bam be. Drop everything where you want to, where you want to, where you want to. This feel like a movie. This cannot be real, not at all. This feel like a movie. The comedy and a thrill into
Her name is Selena.
a movie.
Track called Feels Like a Movie.
None of this no real
Selena will be performing at the Reggae and Music Awards this year,
movie.
September 27th.
The comedy and a thrill into
See from Hamilton, Ontario.
bam bam bam,
Making great reggae music, I tell you.
de bam bam bam,
The
bedam
message in the music, it does feel like a movie. Every day you see all these crosses thing going on in the world. Going in the world, me I tell you.
bam bam bam,
Feels like a movie indeed in 2026.
bam bam, bedam bam,
Because it feels like a movie. Sometimes you have to take a meditation. Empress Divine with one called Medi. Get locked into Reggae Radio. It's all about solutions on a Monday evening.
Chant Rastafari, sing to the Most High. I feel all I'm ready in order to survive. Jah protect my soul and make my heart be purified. It's hard to survive when them now want to see us right. Be careful of the people where you're meeting on the street. I know every smile you fit take when you see teeth. Remember we vote a road or pretend to be sheep. Third eye be open anyway when you asleep. Me by why? Poverty and me by why? Me by why? Tired of the senseless killing life, boy. Me by why? Hungry and me by why? Me by why? Life save them, boy. Check. Light up the fire, turn up the fire, blaze up the fire red. Uncorrupted leaders claim them a leader, so much youth are dead. Homeless and don't got a bed. How the youth them out in a bed. That's why them are gonna be a dread. You don't know say time I get dread. Me no cry for no guy in a three-piece suit. Me no cry for no time, me no cry for no dupes. Every tears when me cry I feel the poor ghetto youth. Every tears when me cry I feel the poor ghetto youth. Me by why? Poverty and me by why? Me by why? Tired of the senseless killing life, boy. Me by why? Hungry and me by why? Me by why? Life save them, boy. Chant Rastafari, sing to the Most High. I feel all I'm ready in order to survive. Jah protect my soul and make my heart be purified. It's hard to survive when them now want to see you strive. Be careful of the people where you're meeting on the street. I know every smile you fit take when you see it. Remember we vote on road and pretend to be sheep. Third eye be open anyway when you asleep. Be by why? Poverty and
The voice of Empress Divine.
why? Be by why?
Empress Divine performed over the weekend in Edmonton at the Edmonton Reggae Festival. Empress Divine was there, Donna McKay and the crew was there as well. All the massive with Edmonton, big up myself. Sky Star and his crew. Big shout out to the man called Big D in the UK, Lock and Lord. Selector K, Wagwan family. All the Silk Raider crew in the UK, big up. Big up on yourself.
Make me heart be purified. It's hard to survive when them now want to see you strive. Be careful of the people where you're meeting on the street. And not every smile you fit take when you see teeth. Remember we go to road that pretend to be sheep. Third eye for your
Western Canada felt the vibe. Now Ontario, it's your turn. Reggae star Jakarta traveled across Canada, bringing his music to 36 cities and towns for over 2 unforgettable months. Promoting tracks from his award-nominated album, Jakarta Sings Gold, audience everywhere sang favorites like Ain't Too Proud to Beg, Peter Pata, How Sweet It Is, and Special Prayer. Now the musical force of Jakarta is set to complete his Canada-wide tour in grand style. Join Jakarta live on Saturday, August 22nd at Jamaica Day in Brampton, Ontario. Don't miss the energy and the authentic reggae vibe. Jakarta live at Jamaica Day, Saturday, August 22nd at the Brampton Sports Park in Brampton, Ontario. That's right, Jakarta will be at Jamaica Day on August 22nd and 23rd alongside Richard Stevens, Louis Culture, Nesbeth, Anthony Cruz, Flower Gun, and Classic Fresca Bar alongside Mad, Rasta, King Yuja, Miss Diva, Tony Prophet, and many, many more. That's at the Brampton Sports Park, 7575 Kennedy Road in Brampton, Jamaica Day, Family Food and Fun Festival. August 22nd and 23rd. You're locked into Reggae North Radio, and this is what we do every Monday. We play the best in Canadian reggae and dancehall for the world. Now, Tasha T has dropped a new album, and this track, Music is Life, is one of my favorite albums from the track. So congratulations, Tasha T, dropping a new album, Music is Life.
Up to the rhythm, calling so sweetly. A spark like a light in the dark, I feel so free. No borders chain, no wall, just good energy. You owe it to yourself, I owe it to me. So join in the fun, put away the frown. From moonlight to sun, just follow the sound. Let nothing hold you down, oh no, let nothing hold you down. Let's live and be happy. Yeah, yeah. Music is life. Oh yeah. So let us be free. Yeah, yeah. Music is life. Oh yeah. Let's live and be. But this is Tasha T representing for Reggae North Radio. Any weapon that form against Reggae North must fall. A bulldozer we use for all 10-foot walls. So jump it upon them, no man. Up to the rhythm, calling so sweetly. A spark like a light in the dark, I feel so free. No borders chain, no wall, just good energy. You owe it to yourself, I owe it to me. free. Music is life. Oh yeah. Let's live and be happy. Yeah, yeah. Today is for me. For me. Today is for me. Music is life. Yeah, 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 yeah. Music is life. Yeah, 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 yeah. Turn it up, let it go, let it flow. Feel the vibe, feel it burn, feel it flow. In your mind, in your heart, in your soul. Let the music take control. So join in the fun, put away the frown. From moonlight to sun, just follow the sound. Let nothing hold you down, no, let nothing hold you down. Music is life, oh yeah. Let's live and be happy, yeah, yeah. Music is life, oh yeah. So let us be free, yeah. Music is life, oh yeah. Let's live and be happy.
From the album One World Chapter 1,
It's for me, for
Music is Life by Tasha T.
me. Music is life, yeah, 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 yeah.
The album is available in all leading online stores. It's just tuning in. Welcome to Solutions,
Music is life.
where music is life for sure.
Music is them. Music is us. Feel it in the air. In every heartbeat. No need to be scared. Just follow your feet. Music is life.
The voice of Tasha T, I tell you.
Happy.
Brand new.
Music is life. Oh yeah. So let us be free. Music is life. Oh yeah. Let's live and be happy. Yeah, yeah. Today is for me. For me. Today is for me. Music is life. Yeah, 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 yeah. But this is Tasha T representing for Reggae North Radio. Any weapon that form against Reggae North must fall. A bulldozer we use for all 10-foot walls. So jump it upon them now.
Brand new. Hear me say them for those at Talk Star. Me I say yo DJ Fire. Me I say Tony and Tony. Blaze it, blaze it, blaze it.
Blazing it on a Monday evening. It's all about solution. Some more and more. More reggae, we are funk it up. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. After Radio North Carolina, Wisconsin, the Blending, New Jersey, Energy Radio 1.
We do this right and funk this up.
Pauline and the crew in Australia. Sydney, Australia to be exact. 9:41 in the AM on a Tuesday morning. And they're locked into Reggae on Radio. Gotta want more reggae. Some more and more. Amoy just returned from a tour of Europe. Touring festival with Samora and 2 other ladies. Great vibes from Amoy, man, I tell ya.
This is Sound of Jamie. I said the only radio station you will ever need. Reggae North Radio.
Brand new track for the man called Sony G. Track called Big Up and Big Up. You just tuning in. Welcome to the fire.
Big up, gone big up.
Ow.
Big up, gone big up. What if God never did it? What if inside them man go show out? What if God never? Yeah, Jesus is the best and you know it. Proud to call you my God. You've been doing it, easy thing for you, God. When I meet you, wanna shake you, wanna tell you that you're better than the mother God. Everything in me blesses you. All I'm pull on from the top, you tell you, man. Big up, gone bigger. Big up, gone bigger. What if God never did it? What if inside them man go show out? What if God never? Yeah, Jesus is the best and you know it. Proud to call you my God. You've been doing it, easy thing for you, God. When I meet you, wanna shake you, wanna tell you that you're better than the mother God. Everything in me blesses you. I will lift your holy name through the roof. Big up, God, big up. 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 Put you in the grave, roll the stone, didn't work out, did it? Trying to keep you down, look, I'm saying God did it. We no push over, ride or die with it. One million God, style. Everything in me blesses you. I will lift your holy name through the roof. Big up, God, big up. 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 Aye, 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 aye. As I me lift you up, aye, 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 aye.
The voice of Sony G. Brand new track called Big Up and Big Up. Sony G will be performing at the Reggae and Music Awards this year. So get your tickets, man, I tell you. It's gonna be an amazing, amazing, amazing vibe. September 27th at Rose Theater.
Big up, God, big.
It's gonna be big up and big up, man, I tell you.
Big up, God, big up.
Boom! You know, so you're now tuning into Reggae North Radio, where the hits is created and not duplicated. Prospects of that. Stay locked in. Boom!
This is Eska Levi, Julian Martin, King Croft. Track called Easy Now. Pure vibe on Reggae North Radio on a Monday evening, I tell you. Can you hear the reggae is best? Dancehall style too. And so we do it on a Monday.
Hey, life is in motion, too much emotions, so I try to take it easy now. Doing my best, let Jah do the rest. Gotta take it easy now, easy now, easy now. Ooh, easy now, easy now, easy now, easy now. Ooh.
You know me I say them for those that talk star. I mean I say yo DJ Fire. I mean I say Tony and Tony. Blaze it, blaze it, blaze it.
Julian Marley, King Croft and Eska Levi. Easy Now. All three will be performing at Kaya Fest this year for sure. Yes, all three will be on stage at Kaya Fest at in Markham. August 22nd. I'm sure they're gonna do Easy Now. Big up, big up.
Life is in motion, too much emotions, so I try to take it easy now. Doing my best, let Jah do the rest. Gotta take it easy now, easy now, easy now. Ooh.
9 to 5, it's taking a toll. Got no time, bad energy, no please me. So if you love the good vibrations, you can come. Don't harbor stress so your will can grow. Love when you're happy and see you glow. Feel good, free up your mind, and please just take some time. I'm taking it easy.
Easy now, easy now. Ooh, easy now, easy now. Easy now, easy now. Ooh, easy now, easy now. The road that I trod is merciless, still I'm marching on. I help them in time of turbulence, still them want me gone. My grandma said easy sailings, their time shall not be long. But where will you hide when the Most High strike down Babylon? Let me ask this, how many vex when you're free from sin? How many check when they see you sink? How many pray upon your downfall sins? How many claim that them champion deep down wish that the liar would have win? They cannot tread on the fire within. I take it easy in this life I live. Easy now, easy now.
Esca Levi, Julian Marley, King Craft, track out Easy Now.
Easy now.
They will be performing at Kaya Fest, August 22nd.
Get up
in Markham.
Right, you know it's all love. Once
You're just tuning in. Welcome to Solution on a Monday evening. At 8 p.m., my brother Spex the boss will be joining us. We're going to have a conversation.
As one family chase the war away.
So pick up a phone and call somebody, text somebody, WhatsApp somebody. Tell them the Spex the boss is going to be on live at 8 p.m.
No need to worry about your little trouble. No, life is too short. Come on out your bubble.
Hi, this is Richie B, and you're listening to ReggaeNorthRadio.com.
Say I love you, love you, love you, baby. Say that you still.
This is Farah and Tug Star from out of Vancouver.
Say you love me.
I want to say good evening to Farah. She's in the hospital right now. Not this Farah, but another Farah. She's in the hospital recuperating. Hope you get well soon, Farah. Thanks for tuning in.
Say I love you, love you, love you.
Tug Star and Farah from out of Vancouver. Track called Do Yo.
You know me love you, you know it go right. You don't know.
Say you love me, love me, love me, love me, baby.
That's why you know you mean the world to me.
Say that you still need me.
I need you badly. Hey, Farah, Tug Star, DJ P, but you know the thing about just be love. On your finger, make me put on the ring.
Say I love you, love you, love you, baby. Say that you still love me. Say you love me, love me, love me, love me, baby. Say that you still need me. Do you? Do you? Do you still love me, baby? Say that you still need me. Yeah. Do you? Do you? Do you still love me, baby? Say that you still need me, yeah. So baby, tell me what you wanna do.
Anything to make you happy, my boo.
We spend time and you calling me a boo.
Just want to show you that the Tugs of it's true.
And in the morning I'm thinking of you.
Mr. King and your brain like a gorilla glue.
Now I'm waiting for you to say too. I do, I do, I do love you. Say I love you, love you, love you, love you, baby.
Love you.
Say you love me, love me, love me, love me, baby. Say that you still need me. Do you? Do you? Do you still love me, baby?
From out of Vancouver, BC, Tug Star and Fire. Produced by the man called DJ Kimo. The track I'll Do You.
Still love me, baby. Say that you still need me.
DJ on this side of the hemisphere. DJ Tony Anthony.
Are you ready?
Oh, long time something come back again. No more enemies, we all are friends. We might take your child, Lord, or our friends. We're part of our team. Now we have to say, come let us jam at the Red Sea.
Kingston girl with a countryman. Kingstonian girl with a countryman who know how to plan, yeah. Oh gosh, Kingstonian girl with a countryman. Sing about a Kingston girl with a countryman who know how to plan, yeah.
Want a backyard to plant a yard. But who work hard, you don't want no fraud. I make a backyard, but it's a yard, no more yard.
Singing about a Kingston girl with a countryman. Kingstonian girl with a countryman who knows how to plan, yeah. Oh gosh, Kingstonian girl with a countryman. Singing about a Kingston girl with a countryman who know how to plan, yeah.
Want to leave your heart. She don't wanna coconut chocho, but you don't know.
The voice of Highly Dread on the Ill and Gully Rider rhythm. Track called Kingston Girl. You just tuning in, welcome to the fire. It's music out of Canada, Reggae and Dancehall style. The voice of Highly Dread on the Ill and Gully rhythm, Kingston Girl.
Steve
Knight. You don't know, sir. This is Japanese and Steve Knight. Track called Girl Bad Mind. The people them love the one, I tell you.
I would like you just to leave my girlfriend. I'm mad. Cause that's the only way the bad blood's gonna end. Japanese, you and I are friends, but just leave my girlfriend if you want this bad blood to end.
Steve Knight to me sister them girl bad mind, you know. Me don't know them girl bad mind, you know. Sweet I know them girl bad mind. Me don't know them girl bad mind. Sweet I know it. You have the woman that you have for a long time. You know the house and you not pay no mind. Pay the man you know wink on his wine. See they know say the girl is mine. Me understand so your girl bad mind, so your girl bad mind, you know. Steve Knight too girl bad mind, you know. Hear me now.
I would like you just to leave my girlfriend, cause that's the only way this bad blood's gonna end. Japanese, you and I are friends, but just leave my girlfriend if you really want this bad blood to end.
So me tell them again, me say want it, can't get it. And me say get it, don't want it. After me fix up the woman and me buy her Versace, take her out and buy her all Gucci. When you see all me woman look so pretty, you want come take back me baby youth, you too girl bad mind. So me don't know them girl bad mind, you know. Me don't see say them girl bad mind. Hear me now, them girl bad mind. You know what?
I would like you just to leave my girlfriend. That's the only way the bad blood will end. Yes, you and I are friends, but just leave my girlfriend. That's the only way in Japanese the bad blood ends.
Let me tell you this, she no house rat, she no floor mat. Intelligent girl, she no idiot. Me a tell all them off who fi just back. When you see this a girl and she look hot, remember now you, me a spend the cash.
One of the most requested songs on Reggae Radio.
Girl bad mind.
Girl Bad Mind with Japanese and Steve Knight.
They say them girl bad mind.
Trinidad love the one, I tell you.
Like you just
Trinidad love the one, have a show.
Ow! Cause that's the only way the bad blood's gonna end. Japanese, you and I are friends, but just leave my girlfriend if you want this bad blood to end.
Good evening, ladies. See over there in South Florida, West Palm Beach, myself.
Give me lady, oh me lady. Give me lady, you're mad. Move along. Give me lady, oh me lady.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are around the world. Welcome to Reggae on Radio.
And them girl bad mind, you know. Me a tell them, so long time, so me have her and I spend, you know. Me tell you what I just leave and go on, you know. No, me woman, and just let she go. Nobody see her and try to touch, you know. Say if you don't know things,
Go down to Vancouver. His name is Denmark Smith. Track out Bag of Lies.
She bring me fun. She bring me joy. She give me girl. And she give me boy. Hey, no one can tell me no bag of lies. No one can make me do otherwise. Beyond ladies, they are no other choice. Cause some boys said them no want no girl. But them boy, they can be my pen pal. From a small like a school girl or essential. Big up even the girl, them without no dental. Victoria, Calgary to Surrey Central. Anywhere when no one, no girl must be mental. When me say stiddly diddly diddly babbly do, you coulda fly high or fly low. Anyway the girl them gone me a go. Woman and something fi man outgrow. Straight up the girl them a mind me a mo. Just in case you wanna know how so. She bring me fun. She bring me joy. She give me girl. And she give me boy. Hey, no one can tell me no bag of lies. No one can make me do otherwise. Beyond ladies, they are no other choice. Do you know how it feel when a gal a wind up and a bubble pan still push it up and make it up? Couldn't cope, so she screams, so me say baby hush. I'll buy you everything that you need and such. She looking at my face with a smile and blush. She can't believe that she meet her crush. Just can't believe that she meet her crush. Girl, I adore you, you're so voluptuous. Make me mirror like a little picnic on a Christmas. If I'm money and girls, I could have what am I discuss. Even when the lies are causing mistrust. When the lies are causing mistrust. She bring me fun. She bring me joy. She give me girl.
He hails from Vancouver. His name is Denmark Smith.
No one can tell me.
Track out Bag of Lies.
No one can make me do otherwise. Beyond ladies, they are no other choice. She bring me fun. She bring me joy. She gave me girls. And she gave me boys. Hey, no one can tell me no bag of lies. No one can make me do otherwise. Beyond ladies, they are no other choice. She bring me fun, fun, fun. She give me joy, joy.
Good evening, good evening, good evening.
How you doing, sir? Everything good?
Respect. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about interview time. And we got on the line right now a man called Spex the Boss. But before I make him talk, let me tell you, I get a synopsis of who this man is. Our special guest today is a true pioneer in Canadian broadcasting and global champion of reggae music. He launched his radio career in 1995 as a founder and host of the Morning Ride Show on CIUT 89.5 FM. Today, he continues to wake up to the city as co-host of Flow 98.7 FM weekday morning show alongside Patricia J. Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. And also hosts his beloved Rhythm Track show on Sundays. Beyond the airwaves, 2026 marks his 10th consecutive year performing on the renowned Jamrock Cruise. With a legacy that spans decades and a reputation that reaches around the globe, he proudly recognized as Canada's reggae ambassador. Recently launched a Reggae Month, a big step in Canada and in the diaspora worldwide. Please join me in welcoming on the radio today on Ring and Solutions, the man called Spex the Boss. Greetings, sir.
Greetings, and thank you very much for that nice intro. And I appreciate you taking the time out to, have me on the program. Thank you.
Definitely, man. First of all, congratulations. You have built such an incredible career in radio and reggae culture on a whole. And your journey continues to inspire so many across Canada and beyond, including myself, Virgin. So,
well, I appreciate it. I stand on the shoulders of those before me that, set the path for me so that I'll be able to walk it, and hopefully, I can inspire and motivate the next person to come up to do better and greater than we did.
I'm curious, looking back at your journey from launching the Morning Ride Show and becoming one of the most recognizable voices on Canadian radio in our community and all over, what accomplishment so far are you most proud of?
I would say the accomplishment that I'm most proud of is to be able to still be doing what I'm doing at a high level or at any level, and to be able to say I have a career and not a job. Because even if I wasn't getting paid, which I'm not really getting paid no big money, because the broadcasting game here in Canada, especially, for a pioneering station such as Flow 98.7, which is still growing and still an infant when you compare it to the likes of other stations that have been around for generations here in Canada. Just to be able to do what I'm doing and to do what I love doing, is truly a great accomplishment that I really don't take lightly, and I give thanks for.
Definitely. So being recognized worldwide as a Canada Reggae ambassador comes with an expectation. Do you feel a responsibility to represent not just reggae music, but the next generation of Canadian artists?
Yes, I do, and now more than ever with the Reggae Month here in Canada being officially launched in 2027, when we actually get the boots to the ground and start doing the work. So now more than ever, it's a greater responsibility to make sure that we do represent for reggae music and also for Canadian reggae music.
Definitely, definitely. We're gonna touch the reggae month more later on in the interview, and you know what? I realize that even myself included, that a lot of us don't realize some of the things you've done, my brother. Like for instance, the Olympics. You were the voice of the Olympics, I think, right?
Yes.
And what other accomplishment people just don't know is Spex of them thing,
What other accomplishments? Well, as you said, representing on the Welcome to Jamrock Reggae Cruise for a 10 years straight is a great accomplishment. One that I don't take lightly, to be actually blessed by the Marley family to be a part of such a great global event, a global conference, a global party, a global clash, a global fete, however you want to look at it. Just to be a part of it is a great accomplishment. Other things such as being able to represent at the Caribbean Music Awards and also being able to host the red carpet of the Caribbean Music Awards on BET. That was very major. Also, when it comes to the sound system aspect with King Turbo, to be able to win World Clash as a Canadian sound in New York, that was another major feature there. There's been a lot of things, even being able to be the opening DJ for Buju Benton at his return concert down there at the Air Canada Center, was another major feature that happened a few years ago. So there's been a lot along the way, but as you said, we're always working, yourself, myself, and we're always working and going forward, that sometimes we don't really take the time out to just relax for a second and to see the things that we've done along the way and up to that point. So there's been a lot of things. It's just that, I just have to take the time out to recognize these things.
Definitely. Like I'm on the radio a few times a week, but I know that my schedule is not as hectic as yours. So a lot of people, I hear you in the morning, then I hear you in the evening, and I know that you do behind the scene work as well on the station. So how do you manage that, bro? And have to be a family man at the same time.
Well, it's very grueling, yes, but it's a lot easier when you have a partner, for instance, my wife, that believes in the dream and motivates and inspires me to continue the dream. And that's a part of the dream itself, too. So, for instance, most times when you see me, you see my wife. A lot of the bookings and the events that I'm at, she's actually the one that's in charge of the bookings and dealing with my calendar, dealing with the contracts, and making sure that, I stay punctual and on time with everything that I'm doing. So it's a lot easier when you have someone that actually is involved in the movement at the same time.
So being a Canadian artist myself, you know what I mean? I am around artists every day in this sphere, and we talk and I hear artists talk. Now we're going to touch a subject that I know you want to defend yourself, because recently we have seen a lot of public criticism about promoters, selectors, sound system, and radio personnel like yourself. We also saw a video of another young lady expressing frustration towards you because I myself understand that a lot of people don't understand what's in radio. See? So you have heard these criticism. What would you like to say to the artists and fans who question your support for Canadian reggae and dancehall?
For them just to really look at the track record, and I acknowledge the fact that yes, I can do more. We can do more. Um, as far as like the sounds, the selectors, the announcers, radio personalities, promoters, everyone that is doing something within this Caribbean community. Because it's not just reggae and dancehall. Like you hardly hear and see, for instance, soca artists getting a lot of play. Canadian soca artists, Canadian Afrobeats artists. So it's a major movement that needs to be done by everyone coming together and to do it. And I acknowledge it, and I'm going to be trying to do more. I will be doing more, and that is also another reason why Reggae Month in Canada was really, really dreamt about and really pursued by my wife. So, make sure that we can get these platforms so we can have these conversations, information sessions, and figure out a way where artists them can submit their music, and not only submit their music, but the right and proper way. And for example, with the quality of the music and not just quantity, because a lot of the artists them feel that they have to submit 15, 20 songs and all that. But sometimes they're just submitting 2 songs that are mixed proper, mastered proper, that are presentable, that are radio edited, family friendly, and also viable, which meaning that they're not going to have people tune out. Because one of the major problems, especially Canadian reggae music over the many years, was it didn't have that sound. It was always tinny like. It was always, we use the word called planky, where it didn't have enough oomph in it, enough bass in it. It wasn't mastered proper, it wasn't round enough, so it was really hard, to have it played alongside some of the other great producers and artists them that came out of Jamaica. So, just fixing all these things here and figuring out a way to get everyone on that same page where you can't really tell the difference between Canadian reggae music and reggae music from Jamaica or other parts of the world. So it's all a matter of just, having that discussion and everyone being on that same page, and not just radio personalities such as myself and yourself, but, everybody that's involved in the music. Everyone has to play their role. Like the producer has to make sure it's well produced. The person that's marketing, promoting the music has to make sure it's marketed and promoted proper. The distributors have to make sure it's distributed to the places it needs to be, whether it be to the radio, to digital streaming platforms, to, all the influencers, curators, and creators out there. So there's many avenues that it needs to be tweaked and just fixed. But it all comes down with the conversation and the meeting of minds.
So I have to admit that I remember years ago, to be honest, you're right. When you compare music coming out of Canada to what's coming out of Jamaica and other places, we were like back. But now I have to admit now that I play on the radio a lot. I get a lot of good songs from Canadian, and sometimes I mix them with Jamaican songs, and you can't tell the difference, to be honest. So
it's getting better.
It's getting better. It is getting better. So do you take these criticism personally, though, or do you see them as a part of being in a public position?
I see it as being a part of, the public atmosphere and being, dealing with the public. But I take it personal for those that have the wrong information. Like, for instance, there's one person that listens to, for instance, the station during the week and complains, oh, I may play the same songs all the time over and over and over. Not understanding that with commercial radio during the week, I don't have control over the music. That's done by the music department, program department, and also by a computer that also, may select the songs that are placed in categories and put it into a rotation. A lot of people don't understand that with commercial radio, it's all about numbers and minimizing the tune-out factor. So they're not gonna put a song in that nobody knows or doesn't have the right quality or can't compete with, for instance, the other markets. Like if it's going up in a rotation with, for instance, like a Beyonce, or in a rotation with, for instance, a Michael Jackson, or in rotation, even with something to say like a Catch the Band, or in a rotation with, for instance, a Beanie Man. These songs have have the right sound and also, have the numbers. And when I say the numbers, not just in sales, but also in streams, and the YouTube views and all that. They have to be proven because with commercial radio, it's a business. And that's all it comes down to, that it is a business. And a lot of people just think that because they hear the music on the radio that it's all hoopla, sing and dance, but it's a business. With the owner, especially an independent owner, such as at Flow 98.7, who spends up to maybe $500,000 to $1 million, a lot more than that yearly, in order to, pay for the broadcasting, pay for the rent of the building, pay for the salaries of employees, and so much more. They have to get back the money on their dollar.
True.
So it's not a thing where like a community radio station, for instance, a university station, that's funded by the school. So if they don't meet their bills or they can't pay their bills, then they have the school faculty and to be able to help defend them and help them to get through to the next month, or help them to pay off whatever debts that they have. Hence why, we lost the station in the past, and I know what it's like to lose a station. So even on the Sunday, and where I get to actually program the music, in which I do program Canadian music and all that, I still have to be very, very aware of what I'm playing and mindful that people don't tune out of the radio, because the average person listens to the radio for about 15 minutes. Now, when I say the average person, that's a person in their car, because that's where most of the listeners listening from, in their car, maybe on the way to work, on the way to school, vice versa. So now, for instance, if I'm playing during the week, or even on the Sunday, we'll say, if I'm playing on the Sunday nights and I play a song that, is not appeasing to the ear or doesn't sound good, and somebody tunes out, they may not be back in their car until the Monday morning. And when they get back in their car on the Monday morning, because of the fact that I played something that made them tune to another station, or maybe they tuned in on their own, when they get back in their car, they may not remember that they tuned their station to a next station, and you may lose that listener for a good while, if not forever. So even during, it's even the minimum way of even the way we speak, we have to make sure that's not something that's going to make people tune out. The music that we play, we have to make sure that's not music that's going to make them tune out, because you may not get back that listener ever, or it may take a while. And every listener is basically not to monetize people, but also to monetize people. Every listener is a potential dollar, and when I say that, because it's all a ratings game. And with Flow 98.7 being more of a newer station compared to, for instance, a station like, we'd say like a Chum that's been around for generations, where grandparents, the grandparents, and their grandparents used to listen to the station and passed it down to the parents, who passed it down to their child, who passed it down to their child. It's generational. So they know, within their households and all that, that this is the station we listen to. For instance, like a brand like Coca-Cola or Nike, you just know those brands, and they're brands that you trust, that are passed down generation to generation. Flow's not really at that stage as of yet, because it's only been around for maybe 2-3 generations, really. And especially with the newer one here, which was original G98.7. There's still a lot of people that don't even know it exists, that live in our area, so you have to just be very, very mindful of what you're playing, how you're presenting it, the sound of it, and to make sure that there's no tune-out factor. And also the way that commercial radio is read, It's read with ppm meters.
Mhm.
Before it was diaries. And when I say diaries, is that the the governing body or the people them that assess, the amount of people that listen to the stations, they used to hand out these diaries, for people to fill out, and it'd be like, okay, what radio stations do you listen to? What time of the day do you listen to the radio station? Who are you listening to? What music do you like, and all that. And they used to hand out these diaries,
Mhm.
but these diaries were sent out to places, for instance, like a Richmond Hill, or places where black people really did not reside in. So our say and our vote really didn't count. Now they do it with ppm meters, or which are basically like some digitized meters that anytime you're driving by somewhere, or when you're in your car, or when you're passing by something, it reads, what station that you're reading. So then they know, okay, this is how they do the ratings of the station, which stations are number one and which ones are last, or
Mm.
whatever. But a lot of the people within our demographic, especially from the diaspora, don't get these meters. So we don't really have an accurate listenership of the amount of people that are listening to our stations and all. So it's
Okay.
really hard for us to quantize the amount of people that are listening to our station and the impact that we truly do have. So, there's a bit of challenges with that, maybe even some discrimination in that, but we still have to cut and go through, because at the end of the day, the music has to play, and at the end of the day, the bills have to pay. It's not going to stop for anything or anyone.
So
So we just
Specs,
have to be very mindful of all these things here.
you have touched
So
on.
so that's why I might take it personal, because a lot of people don't understand.
Mm.
There's a mathematics to everything. Even within the programming, and the fact that I don't have control, especially during the
See,
week,
that's a
on the
part that
programming.
that is the part where most people complain about. So that's something I want you to repeat. That part about the programming during the week and why you don't hear a lot of Canadian or even reggae music on a whole during the week. Explain that part again, because that's a
Well,
part where
during the
people.
week, there is a lot of reggae music and Caribbean music, because when our founder, the late Mr. Gordon, came up with this station here and handed in his promise of performance to the CRTC, when the mandates was that it would be majority world beat. So we do play a majority of reggae and dancehall and soca and Afro beats, and then you hear the R&B and the hip hop and the pop, and also mixed in with Canadian music. And most radio stations, they're mandated to play 33% Canadian content, which I believe with our station is 37, and it could even be more. I just don't remember off the top of my head, but we have more of a responsibility to play Canadian music than all the other stations within the market.
Mm. So you've worked along some of the biggest names in reggae and dancehall internationally. What do Canadian artists need to do if they want to compete on not even on the level and earn global respect?
Well, what they have to do is, one, Canadian artists are always talking about they want more support, they need support, they want to be heard, but they also have to be seen and heard by the ones them that they expect that marketing and promotion to play them. Like if you go to Jamaica or even Trinidad and you go to any of the dances of the fets them, you will see the artists them in the dance them. So we'll take like an event like Stone Love Weddy Weddy. Stone Love is one of the biggest sound systems in the world when it comes to reggae and dancehall. When you go to Weddy Weddy, you see all the artists them, passing through Weddy Weddy. Whether it be Bones Killer, whether it be Beanie Man, whether it be Gypsy, whether it be Tony Curtis, from the biggest names to the smallest names. You'll see Shaggy pass through. You'll see a Sean Paul pass through. And that's what they do in the majority of the dances throughout Jamaica. Not just Weddy Weddy, but it could be our Bossy Sundays or Uptown Mondays or, Boom Boom Tink on a Tuesdays or whatever the case is. The artists them are there supporting the sound and the selectors and the DJs. So here I realize and I see that the artists them are not really supporting the sound selectors, DJs, and MCs when they're DJing and do their thing. It's like one hand wash the other. Everyone has to support each other. And it also does good for the artists them, because the more that you're seen by the said people you want to play the music, the more you develop a relationship. So when they hear or see you in an event, they might even play even more because they see that you're supporting them, and they'll get that support same way too. So that's what I think needs to be done from the artist standpoint. They need to support the players of instruments and the players of the beats, them, the DJs, them, and everyone the way they want to be supported too. Like I don't really see. There are some artists them that go and support, and those said artists them are getting more support from those same DJs than others. So when everyone says, "Oh, it's like the Canadian sounds DJs and radio personalities have favorites," maybe it could be that way, but it's also because that's who they see on the ground and who they know more. And also when the artists them go to these events and all that, they can hear and see, okay, what's the sounds them that people are using right now? How's the quality of it? What are the beats per minute that are running right now? Where can my music fit in? How can I, get my music to, fit in to what is and what's playing right now? So it's also research for the artists. Then they go out and support these DJs. Then okay, they know. Okay, for instance, selector Sun and Star. We'll just make up a name, Sun and Star. Okay, we know they like to play this rhythm here. Maybe I can make maybe a rendition of that rhythm or something that is along those beats per minute. Or has that type of sound, and maybe I can record something on that. And maybe that'll give me a better chance of get my music in to fit in because it fits in that type of juggling or in that type of space. So, it's all, it's just a matter of even doing market research themselves for the artists them also too.
So building a stronger relationship with radio DJs, media personalities, sound man, all them things is part of the solution.
Yeah, it's key, thing. And I know everyone is busy in their life. Not everyone can go everywhere that they are. But for instance, I'll take somebody like Bounty Killer. Bounty Killer, if there's 7, 8, 9 events going on in Jamaica in a night, Bounty Killer is showing up to 5, 6, 7 of those same events. So he'll leave from one to go to the next, to go to the next, to go to the next. And as soon as he goes in the place, people are like, oh, big up Bounty Killer in that place. And as a matter of fact, let's play some Bounty Killer. And they play some Bounty Killer. And Bounty Killer will be there standing in the corner and giving forward and, and he's active in the event. Not only is he active in the event, people see him in the event, so his fans get to see him, and those that, whether it be, we'll say, vendors that are there, they're getting support from him there, and it's like one community and everyone is benefiting from one movement, and he's hip and knows what's going on in the streets. And if he sees something that's working in the dance hall, he'll go and he'll record something maybe on that same rhythm, or something that's can align with a rhythm or a sound, and he's in the juggling same way too. When Bojo Banson's in certain spaces, he'll even go up and start DJing, and the sound and him build a relationship where it's almost like back in the days where artists and sound man them, were in sync and work together. That's how it all started really, was from sound system days when artists them used to perform on the sounds, so, it's just building that relationship, and that trust, because you're supporting them. They know that, okay, you might have this, because everything really is supposed to start from the streets,
True.
from the DJs and the sounds them, and then it goes to radio. But it's like a lot of the artists that want to skip the line and just get their thing straight to radio, but there is still a process. Yeah, it's easier now with the digital streaming platforms, and they try to get your things to radio now. It's easier because it's just an email away. But there was a time when you had to actually drive from wherever you were, whether it be across the country, to get to a certain radio DJ to bring your music to that programming. You might have to sit outside that radio station for hours, before you got to that person to be able to hand them your record, with a chance of it not even being played. But, it's a matter of building those relationships and that trust with the artist, between the artist and the DJs.
You're right, because since I started doing this on being radio here, I have so many radio DJs who who I'm connected with now because we share music together and play music together. So this, what you're saying makes sense. Artists have to go outside, go out, myself included. Well, I'm old now. I'm not even too the younger people should go out. Yeah. I just say and meet the DJs, them and do whatever. But a lot of them will say, though, we know DJs. We go to dance sometimes, or a lot of times, and give them our music, and they still don't play it.
That's a chance, in the whole game. There's a lot of, for instance, artists them that didn't break in their hometown. Like for instance, we'll take a song like Junior Kelly, "If Love's So Nice."
Right.
That song was out there for a while, and that song and artist actually bust from here in Canada. Rest in peace to the late Delroy Sterling, who's the one that really bust that song and made that song bust worldwide. So your song may not bust here in Canada, but if you're doing your work and, distributing your song to different platforms, it might bust somewhere else and come back to Canada. You know what I mean? Because it's not who busts the tune, it's who creates the buzz. You know what I mean? Creating the buzz, meaning that, if, for instance, if you play a song and I said, boy, Tony play a bad tune, I forgot to call him and get that tune there. And then I might play that song, and that domino effect can, lead to another radio personality or a DJ, and it just spawns like that. So you can't just market your stuff here in Canada alone. You got to market it to anyone and everybody that is, doing the work and creating the buzz. It could be someone just doing internet radio. It could be doing someone, just doing a podcast. It could be, from someone that actually is playing the music and dances, whether it be in the club or the dance halls or just in the streets. It could be, from a radio personality. You can't just limit your music to just one person or to one place. You got to, really try spread your wings and give yourself a chance and believe in yourself too. And a lot of people, a lot of the artists, them, they don't really believe in themselves to the point where they just feel, okay, let me just hand it off and see what happens. Sometimes you got to really pester and nag the person the same way too.
True.
They have to say, boy, this person truly believes in themselves. Let me go and play their music, which comes to the whole thing, like even within payola. You know what I mean? And we know the risks of doing payola, and I never do payola because nobody is going to have me off like a slave and them being the slave master, for one. But, anyone to me that even offers to do payola for their music doesn't really have faith in themselves and in their music. Right. If you tell me that, okay, you're going to pay me to play your music, what kind of faith do you have in yourself? So, you got to have faith in yourself and your music and product and believe in it and sell it.
I have spoken to a lot of publicists in Jamaica because I'm close to a lot of those people, and they always ask me why Canadian artists are always disowned in Canada or trying not to make people know that they come from Canada. It's because what you think is they do that because it's a thing out there. People in Jamaica said that to me, that artists come to Jamaica and they want to put the Canadian thing aside. They don't want people to know that they're Canadian. You think that's a part of the identity help to hurt them or help?
Well, there are a few. I don't know of many artists that do that. I know of maybe one or two that have done that and then disown Canada and, say, oh, they're from Jamaica, live in Jamaica, and, try to sell themselves that way to try give themselves a better chance and disown disown Canada to state that they are Jamaican and use payola to get their music played on certain platforms. But then, once that gets played out, they come back here to Canada and all of a sudden want to reclaim their citizenship. And then when they realize, okay, it may have gone past them or, they're not getting the support from Canada, then all of a sudden they start trying to create groups and clans of people and say, oh, we don't support Canadian artists, this, that, and all that. But you denounce your citizenship, and now when nothing not going for you, you want to start a whole campaign against radio people and radio personalities or DJs here in Canada.
Real talk.
So, get the majority of people to say, yeah, it's true, and, which is wrong, because, for instance, if and when your song does get played in Canada, you don't care about the rest of the Canadian artists themselves. You just, your thing gone right now, so you don't have to worry about the same group and clan that you tried to campaign against. So, you know what I mean? You just got to be consistent around the board and be more proud of where you're from.
True.
We're in a time and an age where we don't have to hide the fact that we're Canadian, because Canadian artists, them in almost every genre, are really doing really great, across the world. And so now we have people that we can say, yeah, are great. So we can take that same greatness and, utilize it to help build our thing. You know, we shouldn't be ashamed to say we're Canadian anymore,
True.
because a lot of people have broken that mold now where we can be proud of where we're from.
Definitely.
The thing is, a lot of them aren't proud of where they're from, or they feel that they say, oh, I'm Jamaican, that, it makes them better and greater, which it really doesn't. Music is a universal thing. So, what I mean? Be proud of where you're from and represent where you're from. And you might even get more of a chance because of the fact you're from Canada. Maybe, as I said, maybe not here in Canada as of yet. But as I said, it's not who busts the tune, it's who creates the buzz.
Yep.
So somebody can say, boy, there's a reggae artist from Canada, you know what I mean? We're bad still, and they might play it, like, for instance, my brother Shawnee B at BBC One Extra out there in the UK. He might say, boy, bad tune from even LTL, that's from Canada.
Mhm.
Shawnee B played their song in the UK, and it blew their thing up to a next level.
Definitely.
Where DJs in the UK started playing it same way too. And, the buzz, came back here to Canada, where, radio stations and DJs started playing their songs down here too, because it almost verified them and certified them, across the world. So you got to be proud where you're from, because somebody might say, because of the fact you are from Canada, that, you're going to get a bigger opportunity, because you hear the same cry. UK artists in the UK say they don't get support from their UK
Definitely.
radio personalities and so forth.
That's true.
In Jamaica, they say the exact same thing. In Trinidad, they say the exact same thing. So, every hometown has the same cry that Canadians are having to say way too about not being represented by where the people them that are from the same place they're from. So, it's the same thing. And it goes even with the DJs and the sound selectors and the radio personalities. We say, oh, we don't get no support from here in Canada. Yeah, we might have certain platforms and all that, but people don't understand, the sacrifices we have to make in order to, one, attain the platforms them, and two, to be able to maintain the platforms them, and then three, to not get the support from, our very friends or from the very same artists that we play.
That is so true.
Like, for instance, I won't call any names or anything, but, one of the artists them that, basically helped to start a campaign against me online, I featured their new song on the radio last night, and they don't even listen to know that their song played.
Yeah.
And then this morning they're making noise saying, oh, I don't play their music. But did you listen to the radio station?
That's
true. And on top of it, I may not play your song every week, but I do play your song. But because of the fact that you may not listen, or because you want to denounce your citizenship here and say you're in Jamaica and doing your thing in Jamaica, you're not even listening on here anyways to know what's going on. So a lot of them, they campaign and complain, but they're not supporting there's very same platforms that are playing their music, so it's just weird. You know what I mean?
But that is true. That is so true, man. Because I have that experience too myself. You know what I mean? Ladies and gentlemen, my guest is Spex, the boss, radio host, and Canada Reggae Ambassador. You're locked into Solutions. This is where we play Canada Reggae and Dancehall every Monday from 7 to 9. And Spex, Reggae Month Canada starts in 2027.
Yes.
It was officially launched August 1st at the Harbour Front. For listeners who don't know much about it, what is Reggae Month Canada, and how did the vision come together?
Okay, well, Reggae Month was inspired by Reggae Month in Jamaica. So in February, like how we celebrate Black History Month, in Jamaica, they celebrate Reggae Month, which is 28 days of reggae programming. They celebrate, for instance, like a Bob Marley Day. They celebrate, reggae music with concerts and conferences and award ceremonies and education on history. They have seminars for artists to go and present their songs, learn how to submit their songs. They have songwriting conferences, a meeting of minds, every day with programming. We had the opportunity to be in Jamaica for the past few years, to go to Jamaica for Reggae Month. And my wife was like, why can't we do something like that here in Canada? And I said, boy, that's a hard feat, to actually accomplish. And she took it upon herself to will a way to make it happen, by being able to meet with and work alongside the Honorable Babsy Grange, Olivia Babsy Grange, the Minister of Gender, Sport, and Entertainment in Jamaica, who came up the Reggae Month in Jamaica and got her blessings to be able to do it in Canada, in which my wife just wanted to do it in Toronto. But the Honorable Olivia Babsy Grange said, don't just do it in Toronto. You got to think bigger. Do it in Canada. So my wife, met up with, for instance, the Consul General, Kurt Davis here in Jamaica, to, get some things going with her team. Shout out to Simone from Fidelis Management Group. Shout out to Monique from the MVB Group and also Forex. And they mobilized to, get this whole thing, in motion, which it was proclaimed in Toronto that August 2026 would be Reggae Month, also proclaimed in Brampton and a few other places that we'll be announcing very, very shortly. And to get it going here in August, and a lot of people ask why not in February like in Jamaica. And one of the reasons why it wasn't done in February in Jamaica, because that would have put us in competition with Jamaica, the founders of Reggae Month. And when it comes, for instance, like if you wanted sponsorships, and we'll take someone like a VP Records, if we say, okay, we want to get a sponsorship for Reggae Month in Canada in February. Well, sorry, we can't, because, all of our funding and our attention is in Jamaica in February for Reggae Month. So it would have divided, the Reggae Months them there. So hence why my wife ended up moving it to August, where there was no competition with Jamaica. And also because it's Emancipation Day, Jamaican Day, it's nice. It's summer out here in Canada, so we can do more outside festivals and outside events. So, hence why we did it in August. So, as I said, it was something, a vision that was motivated by my wife, and I really had no role to play in it apart from just basically to show up to the launch day at the harbor front. And, it's just being go from then. So within the next, hopefully within the next month or two, no later than the next 2 months, we want to have a conference, hopefully at the Jamaican Canadian Center, where we can meet with, all the movers and shakers within the reggae and dancehall Canadian space to, figure out how we can get this thing really going and have everyone involved.
Yeah, that's
Now,
my next question.
as you said that the launch was at the Harbourfront August 1st. Now, this is where I'm talking about the support from the reggae artists and the dancehall artists and sound systems and DJs. There wasn't many artists them that showed up. Now, off the top of my head, I can only say that I saw, for instance, Tanya Mullings there. I saw Eiley Dread there. And I'm not sure if anyone else. I don't want to disrespect and say that nobody showed up. But, on the count of my hands, I would say that there's probably no more of the very same artists, them producers, sounds, DJs that it would benefit at the launch. Now, there was thousands of people that did show up to the launch that were fans of reggae and dancehall music, maybe even passerbyers or, people them that had heard about it and were interested in it. But as far as the people them that it benefits the most, I did not see that much representation. So that's why when I said that, it's like one hand wash the other. The same people that Reggae Month in Canada are supposed to benefit were not there to come and bless it, to support it, or didn't help to endorse it or promote it. And it's like ever since it's been launched, from that moment in time, it's like the naysayers came out and all these podcasters and these negative Nancys came out to fight the program, to denounce myself or whatever the case is, and also thinking that it's a me thing when it really and truly isn't a me thing. It's a we thing. It's a us thing. It's something that's going to benefit us as musicians and DJs and sounds and artists, and hopefully, build an economy where we all can benefit from, and hopefully down the line, be able to benefit financially by, getting our music played, finding ways to get paid, and, ways for our music to live on from generations and generations to come. So
But a lot of artists might are saying, I wonder what kind of role we're gonna play in this. You know what I mean? But for Reggae Month to work, to be exact, there have to be some inclusion of Canadian artists, selected
of
sound
course,
system, and all that stuff.
of course, and that's one of the main reasons why it was built. Whether, as I said, to have conferences, seminars, have Canadian showcases, and not just Canadian showcases, because we want to have our Canadian artists them on the big stage, headlining, co-headlining, and not just opening up. And hopefully, collaborations. Maybe for instance, if an artist like we'll say like Luciano, is one of the artists that hopefully, we can have Luciano do a track with a Canadian artist and actually have them on the stage at the same time performing that song, or have that Canadian artist headlining the show and have Luciano come up and perform a song with them. There's so many ways that this thing can work, but it's also, comes down to the meeting of minds and, putting all these ideas into action, coming up with ideas, a quantity of ideas and breaking down the quantity to quality and making this whole thing works. So it's a matter of, everyone just finding out where they fit in and, making not just a proposal, but, putting that proposal into action and into a plan and making it come to fruition. So, there's a space for everybody in this because it is reggae music, Reggae Month in Canada, Reggae Month Canada. So, of course, everyone that, in Canada, especially because it is here, has to play their part in it. And that's the only way it's going to work if we all do it together, or else it won't work.
Yeah.
Me, and even with the naysayers, we're inviting them to come along, bring your ideas, let's figure out a way to, plan, events, seminars, conferences, education, get into the schools, present to the schools who you are, what you do, and let's make this work. We all have to make it work.
Yeah,
We're gonna need people, grant writers, to help get grants. We're gonna need people, that have connections to club spaces, event spaces, festival spaces to, get on board also. We're going to need producers, to, produce tracks of our artists then. We're going to need the radio personalities and the DJs, everyone to come together and say, okay, we need to, this is a good song. We all need to start working and promoting this song here. We're going to need, a sound system because we want to have a Canadian sound system festival, during this whole reggae month in Canada too, to promote our reggae sounds and sound systems where the artists that can be there and meet with all these DJs and all these influencers to get their music too. We want to, maybe have a sound system festival where the Canadian artists, every sound has to feature a Canadian artist, on the sound. Like when artists used to perform on the sounds back in the day and bring it back to that. There's so many ways that we can do this and need to do this where everyone has to play their role. But it's only going to work if we all do it together. So we welcome, the ideas. We welcome the criticism. We welcome, those, help volunteer. Because we're going to have to, have people volunteer.
So is there a timeline set for like a networking session on where we can share ideas and stuff like that? Because you're right, you have to have something like that first before the actual thing come into be. Because you have to get people, artists, and everybody on board. Not everybody's going to be on board at first, but you got to get enough people on board. So is there a timeline for networking sessions and stuff like that to start happening where people can learn more about it?
I am hoping that this is done by the end of September, early October, because with 30 days of programming, it's a big thing to take on. And as I said, I didn't really do that much with the launch of the Harborfront Center. That was more my wife and the team that did that, and her team that she put together, people that were willing to sacrifice their time and their energy and even finances to really make that whole thing work. So I saw the work that went into that. So in order for us to really get this thing going for August, we got to start as early as possible, because to plan 30 days of programming, and it may not be all 30 days at first, because it's something that's going to build but hopefully we can get maybe 3, 4, 5 days of the week of things that can be done. You know, because at the end they want to be able to get books into the libraries, audio books into libraries and stuff, because it's a big feat. Like for instance, just with the history of the music, being able to leave formidable things that people can actually touch, read, listen to into the public spaces like libraries, like, get all these things into not only libraries, onto the radio, into the dance hall spaces, what I mean, have art exhibits, like there is so many things that comes out, dance classes, education on, reggae music, where it started to where it is now,
Mm.
some of the famous dances that went with certain famous songs, Jamaican celebratory songs.
So those are
Um,
you have all these great ideas, and me, I'm a person that believe in change and believe in elevation of the music in any form or way. Right now,
mhm,
to be honest, I don't see a lot going on in terms of elevating Canada reggae and dancehall. So anything
mhm.
that comes along that will help to do that, I personally have to celebrate that and try to be a part of that in some kind of way.
Well,
But
you have to be. There's no doubt on it. You're a very, very major part of this whole thing too, especially you as a person, not only as an artist, but also as a person, as a soldier on the battlefield for Canadian reggae music. You know what I mean? Your knowledge is going to be very much needed. Like, even not just the history of reggae music, it's the history of Canadian reggae music too. What artists then were here that helped to spawn the music for Canadian reggae music. You know, how do we celebrate those people them that helped to start this whole movement. Some of the sound systems that were here in Canada, from Jamaica that helped to start that whole movement here. With reggae music and representing it here on Canadian soil. There's so many different aspects in it. And everybody within the space has some type of knowledge that needs to be shared and also needs to be documented and also needs to be presented and preserved. So
but
it's a big, big thing,
yeah,
and
but
not one person can do it. We need everybody to,
so
play their part.
And another thing, I keep saying this, yes, we just have to try to get a way to convince like artists, producers, and all these people in the reggae and dancehall sphere to understand that if we don't work together to build this, it will pass on the wayside like everything else. You know what I mean? So that's not that the convincing people to do that. But you know what, Specs, I've learned is sometimes you have to start something, and a lot of people might not get involved with there, but eventually they'll see it and it will grow. So
But that's why you have to invite even the naysayers them. We want to hear your complaints. Let's have the argument and get it out of the way, because your argument is valid no matter what it is. If you want to complain and say, oh, this person don't celebrate the music, this person doesn't support the music, this person so how can we do it? All right, since we don't, what I mean, what place can you take in this space to help to ensure that it's done? Okay, do you need to be, like a officer to make sure, okay, the music needs to be here, 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 and here, and I'm going to be on this person's case to make sure that, it's presented as long as it meets all the qualifications that are needed. What I mean? There's no reason why I shouldn't play. So I'm going to be that person to govern certain things. Like the naysayers have to play their role too. What I mean? They're probably the most important people, because they see the things that we're too busy to see, or maybe even too ignorant to see. So they're gonna have to play they're gonna have to play their role in the whole thing same way too. They're just as important as the people that are doing. The same people that are pursuing and negatively doing are as important as the people that are doing it too. Because they may see certain things that we're not seeing. So, we
another
have that's why everyone is welcome. We want the argument, because
another
the argument is going to build the solutions.
True. Another important part I've heard you guys mention is the involvement of Canada, not just Ontario, not just Toronto. Because Specs, I'm telling you, you have
Canada, there's
so
so much
many
artism and
outside
players
order.
of instruments
I'm telling
throughout
you,
the whole country.
I'm telling you. So that's a very important factor in the whole
Big up
thing.
to like Sky Star and Caleb Hart. What I mean? All those out on the West Coast. What I mean? There's so many people that are doing amazing things,
Yep.
across the country.
So their
And
involvement is
even
very important.
with, all of this arguments and, us coming with solutions, hopefully we can bring it to, for instance, the Juno Committee and finally get reggae music to be presented the right and proper way. We want to be on the television when they're giving away that Juno Award. We don't want to be put the day before, in some back room where they're giving away the awards them. You know what I mean? Our music needs to be presented on the proper stage and presented the right and proper way. So all these things, is going to help spawn a movement to help get not only reggae and dancehall music, but Caribbean music. Because as much as we're fighting for reggae and dancehall music, we still got to fight for, the other types of music that come from the Caribbean and make sure that they have the space in place. And hopefully this whole thing will motivate all those people to start their movements, to make sure that the music, that they love is represented same way too.
So, for those who want to participate, volunteer, perform, or stay informed before the whole thing coming to be, how can they get involved and learn more?
Okay, well, right now we do have a website called reggaemonthcanada.com. That's reggaemonthcanada.com. So you can go on there and get an idea and a synopsis of, exactly what's going on, how it was formed, and there's contact info there where you can actually submit, your questions and queries there. You can also email info@reggaemonthcanada.com, and we'll be opening that up. They can do it right now, anyways, where they can also submit their music and ask their questions and let us know what you're doing, what role you play, what role you want to play, what role you can play, and inviting suggestions and criticism and feedback on everything that's happening, because we need all of it, the positive and the negative, so that we can move forward, get the arguments out of the ways and figure out, how we can, make a solution to potential problems or problems that do exist, and challenge them and battle them head on.
Kaya Fest comes to Markham Fairground this on Saturday, August 22nd, and you'll be co-hosting. How exciting it is to be a part of the internationally recognized festival brought into Ontario. I think this is the second place. This is the first time you're leaving.
This is the first place outside of Miami.
Yeah. How
That's
exciting
going
is
to be
that?
taking place.
Mhm.
I am so excited about it because it's bringing the attention of reggae music, to Toronto, Canada, especially in a time where Reggae Month is during that same time. So you'll find that when Reggae Month comes along, hopefully Reggae Month Canada can be a presenter or involved in many ways with all of these festivals that are happening already that need help as far as marketing and promotion. And I'm really excited about it because it's also given a chance for some of our Canadian reggae artists them to be put on that big stage.
Mhm.
So big shout out going out to Kirk Diamond, big shout out going out to Esco Levi, shout out going out to King Cruff, and even Canada's Julie Black. They're going to be on that stage same way too. To be even on that flyer and to know that you're going to be on a stage that's going to have Damian Marley, Stephen Marley, Kamani Marley, Julian Marley, the next generation of Marleys, whether it be YG Marley, Johan Marley, Mystic Marley, Zion Marley, him Marley, DJ Shasta Payne, two-time Grammy Award-winning Shabba Ranks, Jesse Royal, Leela Ike, all of these great artists, them to see our Canadian artists, them on that stage, is not only motivation and inspiration for more Canadian artists to say, you know what, next year I'm going to be on that stage. And you know what, next year I'm going to be a headliner on that stage and all that. It truly is a great thing. So we all need to, be there to support and make sure we're all there early, because I'm not sure when our Canadian artists then will be on the stage, but we need to make sure that we're there in an abundance of numbers to make sure that, our presence is felt by our Canadian artists them so they're confident in performing even better and they can feel that energy and feed off that energy same way too. So it's a major thing, not only for reggae music globally, but also for our reggae music here locally. We are on the map, and for the Marleys them to bring it to Canada, especially out here to Toronto to Markham Fairgrounds first before they brought it to New York or brought it to the UK or other places, whether it be in Europe that have major festivals where even the numbers might even be greater. For them to entrust it here in Toronto, Canada is a major thing. So, to all the Canadian artists, the radio, sound, DJs, even if you're not a part of it, I would really, really implore that you get your tickets to them now and support it. If you can't be there to support it, then post about it, promote it, because what goes around comes around. And one thing I've really been realizing in this whole game is that karma and networking is so important. It is so important because the world keeps moving with or without you.
Yep.
So if you want to be a part of something, you got to play your part.
It seemed like Speck got cut off there. You know what? It's we have 5 more minutes left in the show. Specs got cut off, but we know we gotta try to get him back on it. Oh, there's calling back. Hello? Hello?
No, sorry, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So you know what, Specs? We have to. This is just the beginning of the conversation. The beginning of
And it is
everything.
a big conversation.
Yes, because
and it needs to be conversed about more.
So you know
and
what?
I know you don't have time, but I do appreciate it.
That's a great thing with internet radio, and when you control your own thing, you can go as long as you want because there's not another show right after this, so we can go a little bit more. But as I said, this is the beginning of the conversation because you have to do a lot of this, not just with us, with other network or with other blog or whatever to get this out there so that artists and everybody who's listening can understand what the plan is and what's the next move. You understand? So this platform is open to you anytime, bro. Just let us know what's going on. We also have an online magazine where we write as well too. It's not just radio. So we have all these things and we open up for you guys to come and we'll help to expose it the best way we can.
Well, I appreciate your time and all that. And I know me and you were speaking. Everyone, make sure you guys support the Reggae North Awards too, which is coming up very, very soon. Very, very important to recognize our Canadian talents here that are doing major, major things within the reggae space. But I appreciate you so much. And I know that me and you had started a conversation that maybe, I got too busy to, keep up with the conversation where I was actually speaking to you about getting some music from our Canadian artists because I know that you're a major, major hub, to get, where people spend their music too. And a lot of the artists, whether they may not know how to find me or whether they gave up on me or whether they just can't bother with me, whatever the case is, may not give me their music or get their, want to give me their music. But I'm really going to ask and lean on you to get some of their music too.
Whenever you're ready, also, I have them.
I know you have them, but also at the same time, a lot of the artists, and it's just not with me. It's with a lot of the reggae DJs and sound systems and all that too. They expect us to find their music. They don't try to get their music to us at the same time too. Like one artist the other day said to me, "Oh, you're not playing my music," and I said, "Did you send it to me?" I said, "No. We thought that you may have heard about it and you would have got the music." You know what I mean? How do you expect me to hear about your music or to get your music, and if you didn't send it to me same way too. So it goes both ways, same way too. Yes, I have to do the research and find the music too, but they also got to get us the music same way too. Because if, for instance, if Buju Banton and Sean Paul and Shaggy and Damian Marley them can take their time to send me music or find me to say, "Yo, we have a new song, check it out." It's up to you if you want to play it, but here's the song. You know what I mean? There's no one out there that's bigger than these Grammy Award winning, multi-award winning platinum and diamond selling artists. If they can do it, then we have to do it.
Definitely. I agree. I totally agree with you. And you know what? Even you have said it on the radio, the listeners are hearing it. And I'm going to make sure that I pass on this music to you. And I'm going to make sure they send it to me well packaged so that you get it that kind of way. You understand me?
And even that's something maybe, with Reggae Month in Canada, that may be a part for you to have a seminar where we meet with all the presenters of reggae music. And, you say, okay, these are the songs that are working right now. You guys need to be playing this, and this. So that's what I'm saying. There's a space for everybody to play their part within Reggae Month Canada. So maybe that's something that, we just thought of right now.
Yep,
and that's where the whole brainstorming and, coming up with the ideas comes into play where, we think about certain things and then they could be designated to certain people to make sure that that part gets done. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or maybe you do your podcast live, one day, from a certain space. There's so many things that need to be done that can be done, and that's for, that greater conversation when we have it, hopefully within the next month. So I do appreciate it because I know you got to go. But everyone, go to reggaemonthcanada.com, email info@reggaemonthcanada.com, and let's talk about this and, come up with solutions, identify the problems. We'll have the arguments. It might get really nasty, it might get really loud. People might get really mad. By the end of the day, if we all know that there's a greater good that's going to come out of it, we'll break it down from the quantity to the quality and come up with ideas and solutions and move forward in order to help, our demographic, our space, and put reggae music in Canada and Canadian reggae players, not just artists, but everyone that plays their part, into motion and get this thing going.
The funniest thing, we have been talking about most of the videos you see, we have been talking about this for years and years. We have talked about what can we do with reggae music. But you have to say, since Razor B made these videos, I've never seen so much reaction from Canadian artists to this topic.
That is true.
I'm not afraid to come out and speak their mind.
It's true, and it's so funny because on the other side, with radio personalities and Salman and DJ that I talk to, they're saying that he's 100% wrong. Because he had that chance, and then went to Jamaica and forgot about everyone, and now coming back and trying to gather up the masses, them to go up against the Salman and the DJs, myself and others, because their thing is not where it's supposed to be now. So it's all up.
Like I say, the conversation has to continue.
Big up to Roger. I mean Razor B. Big him up. Because the thing about it is he knows me. He lives 5 minutes away from me. He was at my wedding in Jamaica. I've known Razor as Roger, from I'm 14, 15 years old. Like, we know each other. You know what I mean? I know his family. He knows my family. You know what I mean? So, it's a simple conversation that he could have had to me. You know what I mean? He could have called me.
But you know what,
he
Spex?
Went that direction there.
You know what, Spex? I'm not upset because he brought it up, because
I'm not upset either. But
the attention what we're getting.
Be real. He just has to be real within himself, and and just know himself same way too, because he's a part of the problem same way too, just like we all are a part of the problem.
So let's fix it. Let's fix it.
Let's fix it and let's get the solutions going. And Razor, you know me, call me.
And you know what the funniest thing? This is why we call this program Solutions.
And up to last night, I played his song on the radio, and I play his song here. And you think that he was even listening to say, "Boy, yo, me tune up," you know what I mean? But he won't say that, because he likes the attention same way too. But he is bringing attention to a problem that needs a solution.
Definitely.
Big him up for me. You know what I mean? And so, me and him will have that talk same way too.
See, Spex, as we're saying, this platform is open. We're open to do anything to help to enhance reggae and dancehall in Canada. So thank you so much, my virgin, for joining us on the show.
I appreciate the energy. And once again, reggaemonthcanada.com, info@reggaemonthcanada.com. And also you can find me on all your platforms at Spex the Boss. And you guys can, hit me up on the email, in the DMs. My number is out there for years. It hasn't changed, 416-807-SPEX. You know what I mean? Hit me up and, let's have the conversation and, get the music to me. And if you don't want to talk to me or get it to me, get it to, Tony Anthony, and, he'll make the thing work. We'll work with it and build a shirt with it.
Definitely, Bridget. Thank you so much, Bridget.
I appreciate the time.
And we have to do this again, right? Because we have to make people know the progress.
Yes, sooner than later.
Anytime, man. Just let me know what's up. See?
All right, then. Thank you very much, and have yourself a good night. And shout out to all the listeners. I'm out there locked in.
Yeah, man. Bless up. That was Spex the Boss, radio DJ, radio host, and a lot of things in Canada, reggae ambassador in Canada and all of that. I'm happy that he came on today and talk about some of the, I hope he touched some of the topics that people were talking about, you know what I mean? But I personally believe this reggae month thing can work, because anything to do with developing reggae and dancehall in Canada, try to build a bridge or make people hear what I do, I am open for it, because I've been here for 30 odd years and we're still fighting to get to see reggae and dancehall at a certain level. So anything that will elevate it, let's work together and do it. Thank all the massive in the chat room. I couldn't read the chat and talk at the same time, but I see you guys participating. Thank you so much. I hope we've touched a little about what we can do for reggae and dancehall in Canada. You're locked into Reggae North Radio. Thanks to all affiliates around the world who have tuned in today and continue to carry our program and play Canadian music around the world. My name is Tony Anthony, and it's been an honor. It's been a pleasure to have you all this evening. This is Crazy Bones to take us out with One Call Times. The voice of Crazy Bones to take us out this evening. Remember to join me on Wednesday on the Midweek Madness. My name is Tony Anthony. Live good and prosper, my brothers and sisters.
You have to be strong in these times. You have to have faith in these times. You better be wise in these times. You better hold on to joy in these times. You're not even can find good friends in these times. Look how you're living. People is sneaking in. Neighbors hating each other without reason. Different places, different cultures. They say God but show no love with no vision. I say Jah with love and bring no division. To the world please make a decision. This is our mission. People, when did we come to this? Clean your mind, you know your love. Clean your thoughts before you clean your heart. You can't pour clean water in a dirty cup. Stop from sip off dirty Babylon syrup. The follow dirty way, stop practice evil games. You have to be strong in these times. You have to have faith in these times. You better be wise in these times. You better hold on to joy in these times. You not even can find good friends in these times. Yeah, everyone want peace while they're serving for peace. They're causing wars while spreading disease. Wicked mankind, why won't you see? My eyes and heart bleed when Jah show me. Cool as the morning breeze and rough as the stormy seas. Dirty Babylon, you must get defeat. You don't care for the poor in your technology boat. Always targeting the next generation. Money is not everything, and everything is money. That's how you set it.